Chris, it's an honour to be asked to speak today. So the theme and the tagline of this year's LGBT History Month is Art and Politics, the Arc is Long. The second part is from a quote by Martin Luther King. The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. I wanted to reflect on and celebrate that long rainbow arc of LGBT plus progress and how the LGBT plus Association is embodying it during History Month this year. 50. It's been 50 years since the first Pride March in the UK. They're now staple events across the country and the world. We host our own Pride March on campus every year, and even right now, we have resources available over in the Crafting Identity Makerspace in Marston Hall for anyone to go make banners, badges, bags, and other items in the spirit of Pride. And the arts. 40 years ago, AIDS was declared an epidemic. People just like me and my friends couldn't go out and party freely, fearing both death for their lives from both AIDS itself and from the increased stigma against LGBT plus people. The spread of HIV has since been reversed, and treatment is becoming increasingly accessible globally. We host a World AIDS Day service yearly with the Centre for Faith and Spirituality, and we also have our own ever-growing night out at LSU Out, which is our safe space to have fun and dance. And for those not into that kind of dancing, we also had our inclusive salsa session with Salsa Society last week. 30 years ago, the World Health Organization declassified homosexuality as a mental illness. Now, myself and my committee educate people on LGBT plus related topics and mental health. We're collaborating with Nightline and Heads Up for our weekly coffee hangouts, and during History Month and Self-Care Sunday and Nostalgia Night allow people to unwind in a safe space. 20. It's almost 20 years since the repealing of Section 28, which banned local authorities and schools from promoting or even talking about, for the most part, anything LGBT plus related. Now, our own outreach group, Arts and Education, goes into schools to educate about LGBT plus topics. It's led by Georgia, who also happens to be the genius behind our LGBT plus pub quiz last week. 10 years ago, PrEP, the drug which can prevent us getting HIV, was approved by the FDA. PrEP is now available from sexual health clinics for free on the NHS. Our collaborative partner for Valentine's Day was CASH, the LSU's Consent and Sexual Health Association. We raised awareness about how different people might navigate less recognized types of relationship or love, as well as safe, enjoyable sex. 5 years ago, I was trying to figure out my uni options. I was already out as non-binary, but I'd only just come to the, at the time, terrifying realization that I'm also aromantic and asexual. I found the LGBT plus association online, and I found Embrace, which is our aromantic and asexual subgroup. I realized I wasn't alone and that I was going to be okay. And since then, Embrace has absolutely flourished. We're hosting a D&D event tonight with Tabletop Gaming Society with a story structured around memes from the aromantic community. It's amazing. 4 years ago, harmful ideas about gatekeeping the trans community were rife, both within the community itself and beyond it. We've grown beyond this, but transphobia in society, especially in this country, has increased massively since then. Earlier this month, we ran Gender Geometry, an event which encouraged people to question their preconceptions about gender, about being transgender, and about not considered to the gender binary. 3. In 2019, I joined the LGBT plus committee as plus officer, and it changed my life. I absolutely fell in love with working with the LGBT plus community and with equity, diversity, and inclusion work in general. It just brings me so much joy to see all the faces at our meeting greet at the start of the year and our re-meeting greet a couple of weeks ago, and to think, this is my community. It's vibrant, it's beautiful, it's ever growing and evolving, and it's right here at my university. 2. As well as being a year of COVID, 2020 was also a year of protests, particularly the Black Lives Matter movement, and also of self-education. All identities intersect, and it's crucial to recognise this, especially for marginalised identities. On Friday, our ethnic and faith minority subgroup Outspoken is hosting a Girls at Culture event to get everyone thinking about intersectionality. And our committee is also the most diverse one yet, which happened by chance, but I'm very proud of that fact. 1. Last summer was where this year's evolution of our Loughborough LGBT community started. I'm so proud to call myself a part of this big found family of such amazing people. I'm so proud of my incredible committee, and I feel very lucky to be supported by the university, and particularly the LGBT staff network, and of course from LSU as well. That's both with very visible events like tonight, but also just day-to-day as well. Although things aren't always easy, I just feel incredibly grateful and happy to be in the position I am to facilitate this safe, fun, supportive and empowering space for our LGBT family. From these reflections counting down through the past 50 years, we can see that it's not just a straight path to LGBT progress. Definitely not just a straight path. It takes rain and sun, times of resilience and resistance, and times of celebration to keep our regular community thriving. The arc is long. This History Month, I'm thankful for those whose hard work has made the good things possible today that seemed impossible 5 years ago, let alone 50 years ago. I want us all to look ahead with all the positive energy and the determination through years of struggle that History Month embodies, and commit together to carry forward that rainbow beacon of light, togetherness and hope, to create an even better future. Thank you.